Now when you set up a planted aquarium, what you'll normally want to do is put a laterite underneath the gravel, and that acts like a slow release fertilizer. This particular one is encapsulated with peat, so it helps to provide humic acid to the base of the plant roots to stimulate the plant growth. It's got iron and a whole lot of good manganese and things that stimulate the plants to grow. So you just want to add a couple of centimeters of that on the bottom of the aquarium, and then you want to just pick yourself a nice aquarium gravel, preferably 1 to 3 mil, and you throw that over the top. And you want to make it deep enough to well and truly be able to anchor all your plants in. And when you set these tanks up, you've got to put the substrate in, then put the gravel in, and then fill the tank up very, very slow. So drip the water in, because you don't want to put the hose in it and disturb all this, or you'll get this brown go right through your water, which you definitely won't be impressed about. So make sure your gravel is very well washed before you add it. Do not wash your fertilizer before you add it. And then you need to just monitor your water quality for a few weeks. Do not add your fish, because you're going to get some ammonia, and then good bacteria is going to grow in your system to break the ammonia into nitrite. Then you're going to get nitrite, then good bacteria is going to grow in the system to break your nitrite down. Then once your water quality is okay, you may have put a few fast growing plants in during this process, or you may choose for this process to actually complete, then put your plants in, and then after that point you can start adding fish. And you want to add fish very slowly. So you put a little bit of fish in, wait a week or two, then add a little bit of fish, then wait a week or two, and in that time the good bacteria is establishing a filter, and the good bacteria is establishing in your gravel. And it's also important not to use a gravel cleaner, because a gravel cleaner is going to suck up your fertilizer, because you will never establish plant roots effectively if you're going to gravel clean the bottom. And make sure you don't have large plecostomus or large digging cichlids or anything that can actually dig and disturb this. Otherwise that will release unwanted organics directly into the water column. I actually just had a case this morning where someone had set the aquarium up, followed all the usual instructions, the ammonia and nitrite came down, everything was okay. Then he introduced a fairly large plecostomus temporarily and a couple of medium discus, and the plecostomus freaked out, went straight into the gravel, stirred it all up, and stirred up the laterite, and gave himself a brand new ammonia and nitrite spike. So be warned about large digging fish, especially in an unestablished aquarium with laterite. I think it wouldn't be so bad if the tank was well established, but it wasn't. So the ammonia and nitrite wasn't a good thing, because they had a pretty bad reaction with the fish. So he had to dump a whole lot of prime in the water straight away to detox the ammonia and nitrite. Had to make sure his pH was nice and low, and he had to remove the fish until he could recycle this aquarium, which is no fun. So just be warned about laterite substrate and large digging fish in new tanks.